My name is Anna Sjöberg. I'm the head of European Counterterrorist Center here at Europol. The EU Terrorist Situation and Trend Report 2025, or the EU TSAT, is a situational overview which provides aggregated figures and data behind the terrorist offences in the European Union in 2024. The TSAT also describes the emerging threats that are rising in our society and fueling radicalization and polarization. The TSAT is the only report of its kind providing an overview on the terrorist situation in the European Union. Also in this year's report, we point out a couple of trends that are fueling the radicalization and polarization and the recruitment to violent extremist and terrorist groups in the European Union. The conflict in Gaza continues to have a major impact on the European security, with numerous attacks and call to violence, with anti-Semitism being the common denominator across the ideological spectrum. The Russian war of aggression against Ukraine is another driving factor for radicalization, hate speech and mobilization. What we also see is that terrorist and violent extremist organizations abuse and exploit the latest technology to reach out with their message and to recruit, and also to plan and commit terrorist offenses and attacks. They use AI imagery, they use gaming platforms to target these vulnerable segments in our society and to connect them to their online platforms and to start the radicalization process. We see also, when it comes to emerging technology, greater or increased use of cryptocurrency to finance terrorism. We also see this in what we call the digital hawala, which is the digital adaptation of the traditional hawala system. Minors have not only been involved in online bragging and threat making online, but also committing real-world attack. Almost 30% of the arrests related to terrorist offences were committed by minors or young adults, the youngest as young as 12 years old. We also see that minors are more attracted to violence rather than a specific ideology. But the ones behind the propaganda might have a clear ideological aim or goal and will step by step indoctrinate the minors recruited online. Terrorism and extremism aims to divide and polarize our society by hate speech and disinformation. Terrorism is about creating fear by death and destruction. Terrorism is about sometimes accelerate a collapse of the society by spreading disbelief to our governance. This is a challenge or a threat to our fundamental rights. This is a threat to our democracy. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. What you can do is to cultivate a critical thinking when you use, like, repost, share online messages. What we do at Europol and the European Counterterrorist Center, together with counterterrorist community in Europe, is to create a challenging environment for terrorist and violent extremists to operate in. We do content moderation to do what we can within current legal framework to make internet a safer place. We also go for the ones behind the propaganda, behind the dissemination, the ones spreading, recruiting, also planning and committing attacks against our society. So these criminals will face the right consequences for the criminal activity. Are you interested to know more? Please read the entire TSAT report and follow our website for further intelligence notification.